Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have the do's and don'ts of painting your nails, and this is actually going to be a series on my channel. So each week I'm going to have a do's and don'ts of something related to nail polish, so get excited. Okay, so first off, you want to make sure there is no polish on your nails. I know this is an obvious one, but I've seen other people paint over other colors, so don't be that person. So I always start by caring for my cuticles, and this is like nail rule number one. Do not cut your cuticles. I can't even show you the little cuticle cutters right now because I don't have any. What you want to do is get yourself some cuticle oil and just massage that along your cuticles, and then after about 5 minutes you're going to use an orange stick. This is what it looks like, and you're just going to push back your cuticles gently just to make them look all nice and even, I guess. Now, if you already have a buildup of cuticles, you can use a cuticle remover. This is one from Sally Hansen that I use from time to time, but you do have to be careful with these because they can over time weaken your cuticle and overall just weaken your nails. So again, if you can, just stick with cuticle oil and a little orange stick and you'll be good. Next, I move on to filing my nails, and I actually use a high grit nail file, and basically what that means is it's like a really rough file because my nails are really hard, so they're kind of difficult to get down. But if you have weaker nails, you definitely want to use a glass nail file, which I don't have right now, but it's a very low grit file so it won't damage your nails or anything. And the biggest thing to remember is do not file in both directions. Make sure you're filing only in one direction. If you file in both, it's like sawing your nails back and forth, which only causes more damage. So don't do that. And I know filing one direction takes so much longer, but trust me, it's worth it. And as for my nail shape, it's actually pretty easy to maintain. All I do is file going straight across the top, and then I also file going straight up along the sides just to get that square shape, and that's really it. So moving on, you're going to wash your hands after that just to get those oils off and just get any file shavings off of your nails. After that, you need to get any oils off of your nails, and a lot of people don't do this step, but you're going to get some alcohol, just like regular rubbing alcohol that you get from like the grocery store, and you're going to get a makeup sponge. I know a lot of people use cotton balls or cotton swabs, but you don't want to do that because you can get those little cotton strings on your nail, and that's probably the worst thing, finding little strings in your nail polish, and that just messes up your mani. So I use a makeup sponge and I just wipe the nail with alcohol, and after you do this, do not touch your nail or anything because you're going to be putting the oils right back on. It is finally time to apply your base coat. I feel like there's not many ways to mess this up. I mean, you can make it too thick, I guess, so definitely avoid that, but I feel like the main thing is people just don't apply their base coat sometimes, and I've been there, I've done that, and I had really stained nails. So make sure you apply your base coat because it not only prevents staining, but it will also make your mani last. Next, you're going to pick your nail polish color, and you want to make sure that you don't shake your bottle because this is a great way to get air bubbles. So instead, you're going to roll it just in between your hands to get that formula all mixed up, and then you are ready to paint your nails. Also, just throwing in there, you probably want to pick a nail polish that has a better formula or that's newer as opposed to a nail polish that's like old and gulpy, just because that will be harder to work with. And I also think it's easier to use a polish that has a bigger brush. This is a personal preference because my nails are obviously bigger, so it's kind of up to you, but Nails Inc. is a great example of that. Their brush is huge. So when you're painting your nails, I always start in the middle. I feel like it would be kind of weird to start from the sides, but you know, if you want to, go ahead. But either way, just make sure that you're applying a thin coat. If the coat is like thick, you'll probably get air bubbles, so just make sure it's a thin coat. And also make sure you're not too focused on getting it really close to the cuticle line because that'll honestly make it easier to mess up because you could easily flood your cuticles and get nail polish everywhere. And also don't worry if it's not perfectly done around your cuticle line because you can go back and fix that later. And then you're going to finish that first coat by capping the tip, which is basically just taking your nail polish brush and running it across the edge of your nail. And then when you go to apply that second coat, you want to make sure that that first coat is completely dry because like I said before, you can get air bubbles if it isn't. So once that dries, I'm going to apply the second coat, and then this time I'm not going to cap the tip. You don't want to cap the tip with every single coat you do because, at least for me, it can cause a buildup and it'll be awkwardly thick, which makes it chip easier. So I recommend just capping it with your first coat of nail polish and also your top coat. So after that second coat, now is the time to go back and fix any mistakes you may have made along your cuticle, or if you accidentally got any nail polish on your skin. And I don't really have that many mistakes, but all you're going to do is take a brush, and you want to use an angled brush. You don't want to use a brush that's just straight across, and you're just going to dip that brush in some acetone and just gently clean up around your nail. And don't go crazy, because you don't want to accidentally knock into the polish and mess up. So just take your time and you'll be good. And now for your top coat, it's pretty much the same rules that you're going to follow. You want to make sure that that second coat is completely dry, and then you want to make sure that you don't shake your top coat, and then also make sure that you cap that free edge. So that is it. I recommend just sitting there after you do your nails for a little bit, let them completely dry, because you don't want to mess up all the work you just did. And don't wave your hands trying to dry them faster, because again, air bubbles. But yeah, I think that is everything. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. If I did, feel free to leave some advice down in the comments to help other people. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will have another do's and don'ts video next Wednesday. So yeah, okay, bye.